Jennifer Vatsa here, Belladonna's Botanicals. Let's get comfortable because we're going to chat about, do you really need that many packs? And how many packs is too many packs? And once again, what can you cover in a petition versus what is covered in a pact? Do you need so the big question is, do you need a pact to work with every single entity you work with? No. Do you need multiple packs with the same entity for for basically the same thing? No. I have one pact that I made like 3 years ago. Pacts are usually much larger scale things. It's not find me a husband. That's something more of a petition, a spirit for. A pact is something that can be lifelong. It involves a lot of dedication and a lot of work. And more often than not, if you're doing packs all willy-nilly, you're just going to set yourself up to fail in them. Because I kind of did that for a little bit. And then I sort of realized that I don't need to make a pact for every damn thing I'm working with the spirits on. Most don't require it. I mean, if you think you need a pact, sometimes, by all means, if that's what you feel like you need to do is, a pact to, whatever. Pacts are usually big picture things. Like a petition would be something like, okay, here's a candle I'm burning. It's got the Empress Tarot card on it. So I don't have one with this, but like I would take a piece of paper like this. I would write a petition like, bring me wealth and, financial stability into my life. This would be with Lucifer or whatever spirit you want to work with on that. I wouldn't necessarily work with Lucifer on wealth magic, but that was the first that popped in my head. And that's what I would use with this particular candle spell. I wouldn't necessarily make a pact with that type of thing. Now, if I was going to do something really big picture when it comes to, excuse me, a petition for, say, I wanted to grow my business into, I want to be, Oprah Winfrey of the occult. I want to be that level. That might be something I would do a pact with, like Mammon. I would probably work with Mammon on that one, to be honest, because he's really a big picture when it comes to like wealth and money and things like that. He's really a big picture, building your empire kind of thing, not like I need $20 to, make rent this month. There are, ones that you can work with that are good at, finding extra cash and things like that, or for small things. But you don't necessarily need a pact, because if you have all these pacts out there, I hope you're good at keeping track of who owes what, who you've asked for, because that's going to get hella confusing. And I suggest making a spreadsheet. Because it's, and there's a lot of different theories on pacts. Like some people are, are against, people who do pact, like ritual for hire pacts for other people. I personally don't have any problem with it, because that's more going to cater to people who probably aren't practicing occultists, like, the literal sell your soul to the devil to become a famous, musician or actor or actress or whatever, that kind of thing. Or, if you have, I mean, in my accessibility magic series, like I talk about, if you're just not capable of writing something like that for yourself, and need assistance, that's fine. But I suggest doing petitions, and that's something that, you see that a lot in like hoodoo practices and other areas of eclectic witchcraft. It's just writing a petition to the spirits. It's not like you need to make some sort of blood oath pact, to find a boyfriend. Anywho, not that I've ever done that before, because I have, but live and learn. I'm eloquent and captivating, but I'm also kind of like, I tell it like it is. And that's one of those things where it's kind of like, there's a lot of pact happy people out there. And if you feel like this is something that's like really big, like you want to do a dedication to a particular entity, and you feel that a pact would be the best way to go about that, that makes perfect sense to me, because that's kind of what my pact is about my path and what I am supposed to do on that path of spirituality and enlightenment, and who I am supposed to be as a community leader. And I have to tell you, like, this is a little sidebar. I hate being in leadership roles. And I don't know if it's just my clashing neurodivergence, because I think ADHD is a little bit like me. That's that's my kind of YouTube personality, is the more gregarious, outgoing, extroverted person. Autism's a little more like, can't we just stay in the background and work on some spreadsheets and organize things and just make stuff and not get involved? Too much. It's too much. Depression's just like, fuck this shit. And anxiety's like, but apparently ADHD likes being a leader, and I hate it. My Myers-Briggs type, I think, is INFP. It's like, but I'm not like typical kind of introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert. So I have a lot of like clashing things inside, personality wise. So I've probably gotten a little off track, but hey, we all know about my ADHD. So yeah, so my pact is about what I am supposed to be doing, big picture. It's not, willy-nilly things. It's not everyday mundane stuff like I need money to pay off my medical bills, or I need money for this, or I'd like to find my soulmate or my boyfriend or another soulmate or whatever. But to each of their own. I mean, if there's things that work for you, I guess what I'm trying to say in this is you don't have to follow in the footsteps of other people, because sometimes they're figuring shit out themselves and they ain't always right. And, failing at a pact or whatever, not so great actually, because you really have to think about the ramifications of it in your working relationship with that entity, and what you're giving in return for it. And these don't have to be huge things. It might be every Wednesday I do a meditation with Lucifer, light some incense, or once a month I put roses on the altar. Or it could be something a little more big picture, like with Lucifer. For me, it was I really had to get in touch with loving myself more, because I was great at doing self-care. Doesn't mean dick if you don't love yourself. So anyways, that's all I've got on this little mini spiel on how many packs do you really need? Actually, not that many. So, but go by what you feel works for you. Anyways, I'm Jennifer Vatsa, and I approve this message.